I was thousands of miles away when my phone rang, a number I didn't recognize, flashing across the screen just as I was about to board a flight. "Mr. Daniels?" a woman's trembling voice asked. "This is Nurse Claire from St. Mary's Hospital. It's about your daughter." My heart stopped. "What about my daughter?" I asked, my voice already breaking. She hesitated, then said softly, "She's in the ICU. There was an incident. You should come as soon as possible." My bag fell from my hand. I couldn't move. The next few hours blurred into chaos. Missed flights, shaking hands, desperate prayers. I finally landed 14 hours later, running through the terminal like a madman, replaying every moment I'd ever missed because of work. When I reached the hospital, the smell of antiseptic hit me first, followed by the heavy silence that only exists in places filled with pain. "I'm here for Emily Daniels," I told the nurse at the desk, barely breathing. She looked at me with pity, then led me down the hallway. My steps grew slower with each beep of the machines I heard behind the doors. And then I saw her. My little girl, my baby, lying pale and bruised, tubes running from her arms, a ventilator keeping her chest moving. I froze. My knees gave out, and I clutched the side of her bed, whispering her name. "Emily, Daddy's here." "It's okay, I'm here now." But she didn't open her eyes. Her face was swollen, her lips cracked. I turned to the nurse, my voice shaking. "What happened to her?" Nurse Claire's eyes filled with tears. It was a group of boys. They were supposed to be her friends. My body went cold. "What do you mean, friends?" She swallowed hard. They hurt her, Mr. Daniels. The police are involved. We did everything we could." The words didn't make sense. My mind screamed, but my voice couldn't come out. I stood there for what felt like hours, staring at the machines keeping my daughter alive. When the doctor came in, he explained her injuries: trauma, shock, a coma. "We don't know when she'll wake up," he said quietly. "But she's strong. She's fighting." That night, I sat by her bedside, holding her hand and whispering stories from when she was a child. How she used to laugh until she hiccuped. How she'd run to me every morning before school just to say, "Don't forget to smile today, Daddy." Now she was silent, and I was the one forgetting how to breathe. The police came the next morning. "We have suspects in custody," the officer said. "They're high school seniors. One of them recorded it." My fists clenched so tight my nails dug into my palms. "Recorded it?" I repeated, disgust thick in my throat. "You're telling me someone filmed my daughter being—" I couldn't finish the sentence. The officer nodded grimly. "We'll get justice for her." But justice suddenly felt like an empty word. For the next 3 weeks, I barely left the hospital. I watched over Emily, read her favorite books, played her favorite songs. Every beep of the monitor became my heartbeat. One evening, as the sun was setting, her fingers twitched. "Emily!" I whispered, standing up so fast the chair fell behind me. Her eyelids fluttered. "Dad!" she breathed weakly. Tears streamed down my face. "I'm here, sweetheart. You're safe." She looked confused, broken. They said it was a game," she whispered. My chest ached so badly I could hardly breathe. "It's over now, my love. You never have to see them again." She cried softly, her tiny hand squeezing mine. "Promise me, Dad, they won't hurt anyone else." I kissed her forehead. "I promise, baby girl." A month later, Emily was strong enough to testify. The courtroom was packed, the air heavy with tension. The boys sat on the defense bench, smirking, until Emily walked in, head high, scarred but unbroken. She told her story in a trembling voice that silenced everyone. When the verdict came, guilty on all counts, I watched her close her eyes and exhale as if a weight had finally lifted. That night, as we walked out of the courthouse, she looked up at me and said, "Dad, you kept your promise." I hugged her tight, tears streaming down my face. "No, Emily," I whispered, "you kept mine. You fought when I couldn't."